Special arcade online. Race match.
Another fight is coming your way.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. The low kick connects. Gets the jump in. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Knockdown. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Does a good job of pushing back. From up above. Throws them to negate the block. Takes a trip. Heading into the... Player one will have to fight back here without any drive. Going in, they gotta be careful with their remaining drive.
Merde, j'ai pas réussi. Putain. Putain, j'ai perdu la main, ça fait longtemps que j'ai pas joué là.
Immediate jump in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Grabs them. Player two managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Zones with the fireball. There's a smart rising tackle. It delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Going in, scrapping it out up close. Not much life. This can lead to some flatline zones. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Open, reads the jump in perfectly. Throws a fireball. Player perfect execution with the anti-air. Oh, here we go. Slams on the brakes.
Merde.
With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this. Ooh, what a smart play. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? All the throws connect. Dangerous range here. Sets up with the jump in. Grabs them. Who's gonna take? Oh my God, they just choked it up. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. They are done. Player two is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like the weight reads the jump in perfectly.
Yeah.
Charges forward. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Takes a trip. Neither of them willing to back off. The quarter makes it hard to escape. Little bit takes the chance to hurt him. Knockdown. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Taking stock. Long low attack hit. Scrapping it out, intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player two did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Raises with power wave! Throws a fireball. Not much life difference. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Player two burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Perfect.
Merde.
Anti-air. What are they gonna do? What's next? Power wave! Shifts them for the win! Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do this. Come on. Simple and clean.
Round 1.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Stays cool and counters. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this match will turn out. Low heavy, what's the play here? The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble? Neither of them willing to back off. Lays down a whirlwind. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Medium kick hits. Fires off a whirlwind. Projectile to try and change the situation. Can't tech the throw.
Merde.
Player 1 needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. In your face with the SRK. Risky up close scrap still going. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Shows a medium kick. Not much life difference. The throw whiffs. Starts a push with Arabian Cyclone. Attempts to break, blocks the low kick.
Merde.
Whirlwind up the end. Player 2.
Ah putain.
Anti-air flatlines them.
Ah.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Ah putain.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Checks him with the projectile. The cross-up's good.
Merde, j'ai raté.
Still slugging it out here. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Decides to go in with the target combo. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Nails the end. Gets. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little. Goes for the super art. In your face with the SRK. They were right to be on guard.
Merde, trop loin.
The push with Arabian Cyclone. Jumps up. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? Knockdown and... I can't keep track of these corner switches. Sure you can? Going in? They are really going at each other this round. A super art? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What'll happen here? Player 2 can't use any drive moves without experiencing burnout. Zones with the fireball. Excellent block. Pokes with the blocks the low kick. Nothing stops this train. Escapes the corner. Ooh, what a smart blow. What's next? Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Doesn't take the throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this round. Opens with the fireball. Who's in with the crossup? Mixer. So solid with a mixer anti-air. Which fighter will control the pace of the match?
Merde.
This is gonna hurt.
Putain.
Both sides. Drive attack misses. Totsugeki to the face. They push their way out of the draw. Super hard incoming. Bring in the heat. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. Arabian Cyclone! They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Scuffling. Gotta do better than that. Scrambling here to avoid that corner. So solid with a mixer anti-air. OD whirlwind? Are you kidding me?
Putain.
Player 2 really had to fight for that one. We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Decides to go in with the target combo. Checks with the projectile. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop him. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. What's the play here? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Life lead opens up.
Merde.
Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. They return to center stage. Big low reaching heavy. Burnout KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. With the impact. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Picture perfect punish counter. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive up. Still slugging it out at this range. How will they manage their drive gauges? Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Player 1 needs to hit them with a stop and pop. This is gonna be bad news. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. What'll happen here? This is gonna hurt.
Putain.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Shoryuken brushes that off and keeps going. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner.
Merde.
Pumps the brakes on the impact. Player 2 with the lead. Will this can lead to some big damage. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. Nothing stops this train. Turning it right up with a super. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Gets the counter hit. Closes it out.
Putain, il me laisse pas le temps.
Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Aïe aïe aïe, putain.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Saw that low heavy coming. Jump in, finds the mark. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop him.
Merde.
Knockdown. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. That drive impact doesn't get through. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Taking stock. Can't tech the throw. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Takes a trip. Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's put that away.
Merde.
Breather. Their spacing is so on point. Hits them with a stop and pop. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Fires a power wave. Uses their drive game. KO.
Putain, je me doutais d'aller faire ça.
Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Jumps? The low heavy hits. Anticipated that.
Merde.
They're not going to allow any jump-ins. A big drive gauge disparity has opened up, and it wouldn't surprise me if they try to open that gap further. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Trips them up. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. This is a real back and forth master scene.
Putain,
They
enfoiré.
know what the other is capable of. Player 2 creates a good corner KO.
Putain.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps up, gets the jump in. Raises with power wave. Hits him with a stop.
Putain.
Player ends the meter, hoping for a good return. A quick breather.
Merde.
Uses the target combo as a filler. In there.
Putain, j'ai perdu la main, hein. Putain, je sais plus jouer, hein. Putain.
How a solid neutral game wins matches.
Ça fait tellement longtemps que j'ai pas joué.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Gotta do this.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. What are they thinking here? Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive through. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Taking stock. Long low attack hits. Even with both fighters in burnout, this may be the time to strike and take the round. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. In there! Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big hits. It's a good spot to use a super.
Merde.
Super close corner hits them with a stopping block. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. The throw whiffs. The low heavy's blocked. Throws them forward and maintains the corner hit. Player 1 has the dex that finds the target. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game.
Merde.
KO! We're going into the
Ah
final
ouais.
tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Opens with a jump in? And whiffs. They're wide open. Player 1 uses their drive game. Side switch and the smart play to stop the opponent there. What turns out?
Enfoiré.
Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Drops them from the air. Connects with the throw. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Going in. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Super art to show what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Uh-oh. This could really hit the scale. Goes all out with the super art.
Ah, j'avais plus d'énergie. Ah ouais, j'avais pas de barre. Putain. Ah.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Fires a power wave. Feeling out the spacing. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Taking stock. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters.
Putain.
This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Knockdown. Jumps in. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Jumps up, snipes them out the air. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Cracks the dome. Had the radar up and running. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Zones with the fireball. What'll happen here? Going on the offensive? Player 1 will look to apply pressure. With breather, there's the wall spot. They can't do anything now. Burnout activates. Can they create an opportunity for them? They were not cleared for takeoff. Going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The last round. It's now or never. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. Drops them. This is gonna hurt. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super. Drops them.
Merde, enfoiré.
Here comes a big combo. They push their way out of the corner.
Thanks, bud.
Oh, putting the cherry on top. The Wolf of South Town is on the hunt and ready to show his face. Logan's about to show everyone who runs this town. What's next? It's the drive. There's a drive impact. Player burns out. And there's the burnout. No hesitation or regret. Hits him with that NSF double. Ooh, sends him a personalized telegram with that frightening critical. Can they muster up the nerves to fight back and take this round?
Putain. Enfoiré.
He's gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Putain. J'ai perdu la main. Hein. Ça fait trop longtemps que j'ai pas joué là.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Ready?
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Nails the anti-air. Gets the jump in. Misses the drive impact. Snares them. Throws them to negate the block. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up. Low heavy hit. Mix up KO. Player 2 wants to board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Projectile to try and change the situation. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Launches with a Tenku kick. Sends a bar on the Kikoso. What'll happen here?
Merde.
Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Sends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player 1 is dominating this match. Which way you gonna block? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Going in? In there! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Drop that off! The last round. It's now or never. What a reaction to go air to air. Peppers
Merde!
kicks. Both players crowns them from above. This can lead to some big damage. Not close to low heavy, but no go. Sets up with the jump in. Player 1, ooh, what a smart blow. What's next? Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Close range projectile. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Yo, Ross, super hit. What were they thinking? No resources to work with. Turning it right up with a super. There's the burnout. Oh, here we go. This can lead to some big damage. All the throw connects. A real test of nerves here. Closes it out. Player 1 gets the win in convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that window. Close them.
Putain, ça a bugué là.
Shows the combo with the target combo. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. What are they thinking here? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 1 chases them down. Gets a chance with that jump in. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Big, low, reaching heavy. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Knockdown. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn.
Merde.
Jumps in. The throw misses. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Finishes it with the anti-air. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? From up above. Launches with a Tenku kick. Takes him. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Can they keep on him? Grabs and throws him away. Hits him with a stop and bite.
Putain.
Scrapping it out up close. What'll happen here? Medium kick hits.
Merde.
Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be
Putain.
over soon. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. So, what's next? Their life is... Oh my god, they just choked it up! Are we gonna see a comeback here? Yo, put that away! What now? Only a little bit of drive and life left. Back to the doesn't flow. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. The jump in is denied. Whips with that huge attack. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Full SA
Merde.
in with the drop. Good instinct suspect. They're gonna teach you a lesson here. You play with fire, you're gonna get burned. Player 1 is this can lead to some big damage. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. The jump in, nothing stops this train. Puts a bit of stank on that with an overdrive arm. Crowns him from above. What a finish! That was Texas Tech.
Putain, depuis tout à l'heure, je gagnais pas là.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Solid anti-air. Extending that drive gauge. Gets the jump in. Still very early in the round. Who's it gonna be? What are they thinking here? Surprises them with a drive rush. The quarter makes it hard to escape.
Putain!
That'll be the setup here. Taking stock. The jump in catches them. Heading into the end game now. Gets them. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Holds out with the block. The throw misses. Sticks the jump in. Yo, put that away. Neither of them willing to back off here. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Brushes that off and keeps going. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. This can lead to some big damage. Noticeable life lead is a comeback that goes for the invincible special. They were confident that would hit. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Sets up with the jump in. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Yes, sir. More. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. Lands the super. Time for it goes to the air. Can they convert off the Tenku kick? Oh, putting the cherry on top. Spending all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Drive rush. Medium kick. What are they gonna do? Betting it all on the drive rush. They push their way out of the corner. Reads the jump in perfectly. Throw is denied. Anti-air in the clutch. Noticeable life lead. Ooh, I dare you
Quand
to
même.
find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Ah.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. Come on.
Time to erase.
Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Gets a chance with that jump in. Checks with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Charges in with authority. Trips him up. No good up high. Definitely saw that counter coming. Solid combo. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player one chases them down. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. The jump-in is denied. All right, what's coming up next? Can't tech the throw. Jumps in. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner shot. Genius read. Both fighters are barely hanging in there, but someone's gotta act. Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. They were not cleared for takeoff. Player two on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Fires off a Nightshade Pulse. Jump. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing
Merde.
how patient they can be.
Putain. Enfoiré.
Two has a slight life lead. You've got to be mindful of reach and jumping that delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Dives in with cool faith. This can lead to some big damage. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Hanging on for dear life. Fires off a Nightshade Pulse. Throws a fireball. Can they create an opportunity? Crowns them from above. Drives it back, misses. A jump? How did they reach that throw? Put the fear of God in. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Blocks the jump in. Goes for the throw. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Both fighters will want to utilize what little drive gauge they have. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. The jump-in is denied. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Holds out with the block. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Big, low, reaching heavy. Gets him. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Immediate jump in. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Charges forward. Player one will need to do a better job of utilizing their drive gauge if they want a different result than last round. They return to center stage, scrapping it out up close. Knockdown and this may be it. Blocks the impact. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Going in, hits them with a stopping bomb. Bring in the heat! Level 3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Counting on the super to do the in there. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Medium kick. Sticks the combo. Player 2 has the life lead. Throws him down. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Just out of range for that throw. Perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jumping to start the round. Throws out a projectile. Player 1 got completely shut out that round. Can they make a comeback? Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Jumps, breaks the block with a throw. Knockdown and... You've got to be mindful of reach and jumpings at this range. Both fighters planning something? Were they baiting them into that? Jumps him, they kept a close eye on the skies and hit off. Good reactions there. That was a clinic on how a
Je reprends un petit peu la main.
wins match.
Je reprends un petit peu la main. Putain, ça fait longtemps que j'avais pas joué. Hein.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Perfect air-to-air. Blocks the jump in. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Difficult situation for a throw. All right, what's coming up next? Gets the jump in.
Merde!
Picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Risky up-close scrap still going. Going in? Superb reactions on display. Slice brushes that off and keeps going. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Blocks the impact. Oh, burnout.
Merde.
triggers. Knockdown and... This is the closes it out. Player 2...
Putain, je pouvais pas sortir du coin là.
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Ah putain.
This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Opts for the throw. Knew they'd go for it.
Merde.
That's a good thing. Still slugging it out here. There's a corner switch. All right.
Putain.
Player 2 chases.
Merde.
Strings it all together. Throws them to negate the block. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Holds out with the block. Knockdown. G-right kick for a mix-up. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 1...
Putain!
From low heavy to... Still slugging it out at this range. range. Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Unfazed, but connects with the throw. Quick dash it. Low heavy. The risky play
Merde.
pays off. Can they create an opportunity for the impact squash? Knocked up flatline zone. Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Goes for the fireball. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? The combo's there. Lots of aggression from both sides. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. The jump in is denied. Got their eye on the air. Decides to meet them in the air. Feeling out the spacing. Throws out a projectile. Gets the knockdown, and now? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Anything could happen here. Oh God, this is tense. Oh, there's the wall spot.
Merde.
They can't do anything now. In there. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. A parry? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum?
Merde.
Still scrapping for control of the space. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Quick dashing. They return to center stage. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Pokes with a medium kick. Flashes. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Presses for a reaction with a fire. Yo, Rock, super here. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 showed they are truly the best of the best.
Ah.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Low heavy. Checks with a projectile. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Player 2 has a slight
Merde.
sit-up. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Combo with the target combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Knockdown. Blocks the low heavy. The throw misses. Throws them to negate the block. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Takes a trip.
Ah
Player
putain.
one, oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 in KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Just out of range for that throw. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Doing some quick planning? Goes for the jump in. They were right to be on guard there. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Jumps? The fighters return to the middle of the stage. There's a change of sides.
Merde.
SA gauges, anti-air in the clutch. Going in, crowns him from above. A real bad combo finishes it. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Starts it, ooh, does him dirty. Medium kick. Player one needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. The low kick hits. They're going for the super art. What were they thinking? The low. Player hits the drive. Anti-air in the clutch. Okay, here we, oh my, the throw tech. The low block. Oh, here we go. A jump. Oh my God, what a throw tech. Any throw will whiff at that range. And eats it. Medium kick. Player two survived that tense mirror match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that runback. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player one has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Starts off zoning with fireball. Throws him down. All right, what's coming up next? Sticks the jump in. Throws him to negate the block. Knockdown. Neither of them willing to back off here.
Merde.
Very solid corner switch. Life lead opens up. Brushes off the impact. Player one chases them down. KO. Player one hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Okay, creating some space here. They're at the center of the stage. What happens later on? From up above. Knockdown. Throws them.
Putain.
What's next? No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked. Medium kick. Hits him with a stop and block. Looking to impress with this super. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. Ooh, let's go. Back into the corner. There's the wall to KO. Player one is the last fighter standing.
Ah, putain.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Sticks the jump in. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Gets the counter. Trips him up. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Plenty of space between the two fighters. Who will decide to close the gap? All right. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive.
Merde.
Taking stock. Well-timed corner switch. Just out of range for that throw. Grabs him. Life lead opens up. That drive impact is blocked. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Reads their mind and texts a throw. Player one has depleted their drive lead, but they are still within range to win this round. In there! Player two hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Gets the jump in.
Putain, je me suis trompé de côté.
Gets the counter hit throw. Player one has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Jumps in. There's an overdrive arc. Both fighters have a full burnout trigger. Looking to impress with this super. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. Player one has the deck stack in there. Player two is the last fighter standing.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? The low kick connects. Blocks the jump in. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Knockdown. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The low is denied. Player 2 with a sliver of drive gauge left. They may be in for a tough time. Trying to figure out who will make the first move here. What's the play here? The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Our fighters should be warmed up now. We're at the halfway point of the round, and both fighters should be well past the warm-up phase. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Gets back, saw them sweating against the wall, and gets in the throw. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 1 hits them with a stop and block. Barely blocks the jump in. Looking for a chance. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fire. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Somersault kick. Going in. Good somersault kick. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Jumps in. Oh, snipes. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save. The drive impact doesn't work. The low. Both fighters planning tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Life lead is there, but uses the gauge for a super. Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Flash kick.
Merde.
Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Jumps in. Blocks the low kick. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Ooh, what a smart throw. Drive rush.
Merde.
Oh, here we forward rush. Cross up attack. Runs that off. Punish counter sets the table. Great out, but they may have a plan. Catches them in the crossfire. Bringing the best of style together for one lethal move. Down on life. They gotta make a move. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? The drive impact doesn't work.
Merde.
Amazing. Flatline zone. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Checks him with the boom. Projectile to try and change the situation. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. A battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Okay, they trade hits. The jump in catches them. Throws them to negate the block. Big low reaching heavy. Gets the jump in. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. Checks him with the boom. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Sonic Blade to fish for a reaction. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Gets them. Player 2 mixed up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Holds out with the block. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Time's the only thing moving here. Projectile to try and change the situation.
Merde.
So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Jumps up. A quick breather. Player 2 experiencing burnout. Jumps in. Both fighters planning something. Somersault. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Barely blocks the jump in. Manages to block the jump in attack. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Checking their reactions with a fireball? Sonic Blade to fish for a reaction. Player 1 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the uses their drive gauge. The low's blocked. Their spacing is oh my god, they just choked it up. Throws them. Both fighters planning something? Medium kick. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. No heavy. Player 2 can't let
Merde, putain.
start cooking. Getting up close and gotta do better than that. Okay, here we go. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Raw super hard incoming. How did they anticipate that jump in?
Putain.
Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top? Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Definitely shuts out the jumping.
Merde.
Raise on the pressure with the projectile. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. They hit each other.
Putain, je voulais pas sauter.
Nails the anti-air. Heading into gets Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Nice cross-up. Gets the jump in. Throws them to negate the
Merde.
Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the hit them with a stop and pop. Closes the gap. Going in, player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner kick. Sure you can.
Putain.
Down and pump the brakes on the impact. The low. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player just goes for it at this range. The super doesn't hit. A quick breather.
Merde, putain.
Impact finish. It was more than enough. Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Big low reaching heavy. Still slugging it out here. Low heavy hits. That was a solid anti-air. Was looking for that jump attack. Shoots off a fireball up close.
Merde.
Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. What a clutch side kicks there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Up tap to close it. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Throws them. What's next? Denies the low head. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Both fighters are super hard. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Low heavy. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Zones with the fire. Jump! Anti-air in the clutch. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Drops him hard. Player 2 with the rhythm. The low kick hits. Slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter. Player 2 is in burnt clutch anti-air. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Jump in, solid anti-air. All the throw connects. Player 1 needs to use their drive moves to drive it back.
Merde! Enfoiré! Putain!
Player 2 comes away with the win.
Merde.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight? Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Deftly shuts out the jumping. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Trips him up. Throws him down. Low heavy. Definitely see a counter coming. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Can't tech the throw. Goes for the super art. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 has just goes in there. Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Who's going to start things off? Smart
Putain.
throw. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Checks him with a projectile. Hits him with a stop and pop. Perfect in place. Not letting up. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Gets the throw and continues on.
Merde.
KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. No go for the throw. The combo's there. Now they get pushed
Putain!
or it's going to be very difficult to escape. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Absorbs the attack and fires.
Encore!
Takes the chance to hurt him. Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Nice cross-up. Gets the jump in. Sandblast. From upstairs. Hits him with a stop and pop. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Up for the level 1 Vulcan Blast. Anti-air drops him. Perfect input, not letting up.
Putain, enfoiré!
It's in the throw. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Putain. Ah.
Comes a new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Gotta round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Blocks the jump in. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here?
Merde.
Both players with no drive in the tank. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Projectile to try and change the situation. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Taking stock.
Merde. Putain.
Player 2 holding and the throw ends the round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Charges forward. Can't tech the throw. Hits him with a stop and bop. Answers with a rise attack. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Still slugging it out at this range. Breaks the block with a throw. Manages to block the... This is gonna be bad news. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Player flushes that off and keeps going. Uses the gauge for a super art. The super hits and this looks like it's gonna kill. Taking no prisoners. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. The combo's there. The impact gets blocked. Gets the cross-up. The cross-up connects. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Player 2 creates a good opportunity. Alright, what's coming up next?
Putain.
Lead opens up. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Taking stock.
Merde.
Up close scrap still going. Knockdown and blocks it. Breaks the block with a throw. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. The jump-in is denied. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Let's add a little
Merde. Putain, j'ai même pas le temps de jouer.
uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. Counting on the super to do the jump. Hits them with a stop and bop. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can it crowns them from above? This is gonna hurt. Sets up with the jump in. Knocks them out of the air. This will lead to some big damage. What now? Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Flatlines them. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Oh.
Comes a new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Got it. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Good anti-air. Checks with the projectile.
Merde.
Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? The low kick connects. No good up high. Holds out with the block. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to put. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Player 1 chases them down. Takes a trip. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Takes in the throw. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Good somersault kick. They both showed their hands a little. Somersault kick stops them cold. Projectile to try and change the situation. Gets the knockdown, and now Grabs him, springs forward with the drive rush. Medium kick hits. Barely blocks the jump in. Going in. Nice read.
Merde.
Denies them with a somersault kick. Sonic boom. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Somersault kick to take them head on. Not much life left,
Merde.
but their drive usage may save them. Looking to try to act quickly, but with the attack. This can lead to some big damage. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Player 2, can't you stun? Did what a finish! Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Checks him with the boom. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Blocks the low heavy. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Knockdown. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Shows the overhead. Gets the jump in. Not having the cross up. All that effort for so little payoff brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Big, low, reaching heavy. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Burnout activates. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge will come in there. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Sonic boom! They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Still very early in the round. Somersault kick! Gets the knockdown, and now connects with medium kick. Good somersault kick. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Sonic boom! Looks like they both want to stay out of the pit zone with a stopping block. Uses the target combo as a filler. Checks them with the boom. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Quick breather. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. So, what's next? They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. Springs forward with the drive rush. Oh, burnout triggered. Jumps in. What'll happen here? They're using a fireball to force a reaction. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Doing some quick planning? Their life is hanging by a thread. Low, heavy, but no go. What knockdown? Here comes the mix-up. KO! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. The last round. It's now or never.
Merde!
Still scrapping for the low's blocked. Both fighters look to set things. The low. Both fighters planning something. And whiffs. They're wide open. Low heavy. Into the drive. Yes, sir. More. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. They're hurt big time. No. Critical art now. Traps them with a critical art. Such a smart play to go for in this situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? A jump? Blocks the low kick. Player 1 and eats it. Wall slap into the guard break. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Player 1 is a force